General Hospital, May 23, 2025. The night Port Charles changed forever as the final chords of the nurses' ball fade into silence and the last dancers leave the spotlight. Port Charles is left trembling on the edge of irreversible transformation. What began as a celebration of hope and unity now stands at the precipice of chaos, where secrets long buried claw their way to the surface, demanding to be heard. The air is thick with tension, the kind that preludes a storm, and by the end of the night, lives will be shattered, loyalties redefined, and a new era for General Hospital will begin. Behind the glitter and sequins of this year's most anticipated event, the undercurrent of drama runs far deeper than any stage performance. As the curtains fall, the first tremor comes in the form of a phone call, silent, sudden, and unnerving. Jason Morgan, stone-faced as ever, steps away from the crowd. The ringtone cuts through the fading applause like a scalpel. He answers, and the voice on the other end isn't just a ghost from the past, it's the beginning of a reckoning. No one else hears the words spoken, but the look in Jason's eyes confirms what fans have suspected: Michael Corinthos is alive, he's back, and everything is about to change. Michael's re-emergence from the ashes of the Baden-Baden clinic sets off a chain reaction that few are prepared for. Assumed to be recovering in silence, far from the fray of Port Charles politics, Michael instead returns amid the glitz of the nurses' ball, a phoenix cloaked in tuxedo and secrets. But this is not the Michael the town remembers. Recast and remade, the man who steps into the ballroom has the sharp gaze of someone who has learned too much during his time away. And his return could not come at a more volatile time. Carly, unaware of her son's comeback, has launched a preemptive strike in the custody war that's been tearing her family apart. With Michael presumed incapacitated, she's moved swiftly to secure custody of Wiley and Amelia, preparing legal ground for a courtroom showdown with Willow. But as she receives an unexpected call of her own, possibly from Jason, possibly from a judge, the timing couldn't be worse. The sword Carly thought she held is now suspended over her own head, and the fallout promises to be swift and merciless. Elsewhere, another secret begins to fracture the delicate facade of family. Lulu, teetering between duty and desperation, has finally uncovered a truth too immense to carry alone. Gio is the son of Dante and Brooke Lynn. A product of passion and denial, the boy's existence has been a tightly guarded secret for over 2 decades. Brooke Lynn, unaware that the child she once gave up has re-entered her orbit, is on the brink of a devastating realization. And when this truth comes out, as it inevitably will, it will ripple through the Quatermain and Corinthos dynasties like a bomb. Lois, the ever-vigilant matriarch, senses the tension but doesn't yet grasp its origin. Olivia, already strained by the chaos of her extended family, braces for yet another upheaval. Ned and Tracy, no strangers to scandal, begin positioning themselves, perhaps hoping to shield the family legacy from yet another public unraveling. But even they may be unprepared for the emotional carnage that awaits. Meanwhile, Trina stands at the edge of her own storm. Her thoughts have been consumed by Kai, whose involvement in recent campus controversies has cast a shadow over their relationship. But as she watches her mother, Portia, navigate the icy distance between herself and Curtis, Trina realizes that the threats to her stability lie closer to home. Rumors swirl, whispered hints that Portia has crossed professional lines, and that her career may be in jeopardy. If Trina learns the full extent of her mother's actions, it could fracture what little trust remains between them. And yet, amidst all this turmoil, Max Scorpio breathes a rare sigh of relief. His tireless search for the truth about Drew's poisoning has led him to evidence that may finally clear Tracis' name. While the revelation might calm one storm, it opens the door to another. If not Tracy, then who? The question lingers like smoke, and Mac knows better than to assume the fire has gone out. As the evening wanes and guests drift from the ballroom, the glamour of the nurses' ball gives way to the raw truths waiting in the wings. The party is over, but the consequences have only just begun. Michael's return threatens not only to unravel Drew's carefully constructed facade but also to ignite new tensions with Nina and Sonny. Sasha, once his confidant, now finds herself caught between old affections and new realities. And for Jason, loyalty may finally come at a cost he can no longer afford to pay. The nurses' ball was meant to be a night of celebration. But in Port Charles, joy is fleeting, and secrets have sharp edges. As dawn approaches, it's clear that this was not just another social event, it was a turning point. In the coming days, friendships will collapse, enemies will emerge, and the line between right and wrong will blur beyond recognition. The residents of Port Charles thought they were attending a ball. What they got was the beginning of a reckoning. And no one will leave unchanged.